Hello, everyone. My name is Elias Dagger. This is my Group 9's Experiential Wall presentation for Sprint 1. My partners are Ahmed and Elizabeth. And so for our mission, beginning at number 1 here, we wanted to create some way to help athletes recover from injuries as well as train their bodies. We wanted to answer the bigger question of this, which was how do we make sure downtime is minimized and the healing process is effective, as well as the costs of using our app or whatever product we were going to use is minimal or free in some cases. And so, yeah, I mean, I kind of just gave it away, but we did an app. And so the app will have the personal trainers, expertise, and all the above requirements that we were looking for. And so passing it off to Ahmed here, he's going to talk about the Discover section of our presentation.
Thank you, Elias. However, before production of our product, we needed to plan out our plan. A perfect way to this process was the DI process. The Discover section of our project is where we identify and understand our project while taking the opportunities and needs and communicating them with possible stakeholders of our project. Taking things into consideration, spending a long time creating the perfect opportunity statement, we came up with how might we help all kind of athletes prevent, recover, and learn from injuries via our app. After creating our opportunity statements and knowing what our project was revolved around, we targeted those stakeholders as shown in the picture here. And by identifying the stakeholders, we were able to find out their interests and influence levels, leading us to real-life interviews, as shown here in the picture. And I'll give it back to Elias for the define section.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Ahmed. So for the define section here, we defined some important project terminology above. If you want to scroll up just a little bit, Ahmed, yeah, right there. And so this is going to be information that we both use on the back end and the front end of our app. And so now going down a little bit, from the interviews and most importantly the Discover section, we determined the essential needs being asked for. So we aim to provide expert advice, interaction with professionals to spread awareness of serious injuries, several different recovery techniques, obviously, a database of ways to form healthy habits, an easy and simple app navigation for everyone to use. And then from these, we kind of refine the critical needs. And if you want to scroll a little bit to the right, Ahmed, yeah, so we just came up with these final 5 needs, which was expertise and professionals on the app, spread awareness of serious injuries, easy and simple app navigation, and then both social and physical interactions within our app. And so now I'm going to pass it off to Elizabeth, and she's going to talk more about the develop section.
Thanks, Elias. So in our development stage, first, we organize those needs in a dynamic way using a brainstorming mind map and came up with several needs and possible solutions, as well as possible problems with those solutions using the sketching and ideation, as well as the real win-worth method. We eventually found an app would be the best way to deliver our service and message. So knowing we were creating an app, we created a simple but efficient prototype plan, leading us to our delivery stage. In the delivery stage, we created a little storyboard to get an example of a user of our app and the circumstances leading to needing it. And then with that, began to make some low fidelity prototypes, allowing us to easily check and test functionality rather than just simple visualization. We have reached the end of our journey of creating, learning, and developing an app for body recovery and treatment. We hope you enjoyed our little adventure. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And then just a quick word here. Since this is a timed presentation, we didn't quite go into the detail we wanted to on the pictures and images. So if you'd like to see more about that information, you could obviously just view our mirror board. But besides that, thank you guys for listening and watching. Yeah, thank you. And so hello once again. I just want to clarify a little bit more about the prototypes that we use, just in case you weren't able to see it on the actual presentation video. And so here we have the prototypes. It's just a low fidelity, hand drawn on a piece of paper kind of prototype. And this is kind of what the user is going to see for the login aspect of the apps. Like once you log in, You'll put in an email password. If it's successful, it'll welcome you in, and it'll give you two options to either go to the recovery conditioning aspect of our app, and then from there, there's two different interfaces with a bunch of different options. And then same thing here, but for the sign up aspect. And so this one just gets the demographic of the user, and then we'll have the same user interface. And so, yeah, this is just kind of a simple way of how the user is going to be running through it. And then we'll test it based off of that. If they like it, we'll go ahead with it. If we need to make some changes, then we'll do that. Aside from that, thank you guys.